What's going on, guys? This is Dumb Orange 927 here, and here today, guys, I am doing a rather interesting topic. Today, I'm talking about, is Star Wars Battlefront dead? Now, the reason I state this is because I recently checked the Xbox top 10 list, and like the Xbox most played games list, so I can help, see. I tried to check where Halo 5 was, and Halo 5, ironically, is number 6. But one thing I notice is Battlefront's not even in the top 10 anymore. Now, I originally was kind of like, what? That can't be right. And now it's only 14 on the list. And I'm kind of thinking, this is weird. Battlefront has never been only 15. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna now maybe explain why Battlefront is in this state and how we can fix it. So, why is it in this state? Well, let's be honest. The game has little to no content. The gameplay itself is, while fun, kind of generic, and mainly just because there hasn't been much left to keep us playing the game. I'm still playing it, but that's mainly just because I'm doing some later videos of like guide videos and stuff on the game, as well as trying to think here, as well as just trying to get to the max rank, and then after that I'm probably gonna be done with the game, because I'm telling you now, unless if they do something that really impresses me, I'm not gonna buy any of their DLC. That's stupid. Why would I pay to go Jabba's Palace in this one when I could just do it in like Battlefront 2? Get what I mean? So overall, guys, in that sense, there's not much left keeping people playing. So that's mainly the main contributor of all of it. It's like, why keep playing it if there's not really any reason to play? So, the next reason I'd probably say is just the gameplay itself. It's like, yes, it's fun, but it's kind of generic. It's like they're not bringing anything new. Like, I personally think the game would have done a lot better if it had brought in classic modes from the original. You know, such as Conquest and Heroes vs. Villains, like the classic one, where there's a bunch of heroes and a bunch of villains that face off each other. And, I don't know, Hero Capture the Flag, I really like that mode. And, Space Combat. And that's another thing, it's just like the cool modes and stuff from the previous Battlefronts aren't here, and it's like, why? And it just adds to the lack of content. There's no Clone Wars, there's no Force Awakens, there's hardly enough to even consider based on the original trilogy. Like, all this stuff is DLC. The new ones, Jabba's Palace, Cloud City, the Death Star, this is all paid DLC, and it's like, why? And that's what's sad about it. That's just what's so pathetic. It's like, they're having the guts to charge us dang $50 season pass to get some extra content that, everything else. And I wouldn't care if games did that, charge for additional, content, unless, of course, people are already complaining about the lack of content, which always, in this modern age, and after seeing Destiny, makes me always assume at this point that they originally planned it to be in the game, and it was cut in service to DLC. I always think that mentality nowadays, and I have every right to. Because if they're gonna make this stuff and have it where, and have the game-like content, and they have this new content that's cut out in favor of DLC, or just have it where they're made with the DLC, for the DLC in general, but still the game is complained of a lack of content, in my view, that is just as guilty. And I know where people are going to say, you know, why aren't you complaining as much as Halo 5 then? Because Halo 5, at least the content that's coming later is free. Free, people. Alright? Yes, it sucks that we have to wait and I'm still mad, but I'm not going to be as mad because at least I'm getting that content for free. I'm getting the full game of Halo 5 eventually, and yes, it sucks that, you know, because you expect the full game at launch, but at least I'm getting the full game without having to pay an extra dime of $60. You know, after that $60 purchase, I don't have to pay another dime. While with Battlefront, in order to get the rest of the game, I do. And like I said, I would be okay with paid DLC, unless, of course, the game is already complained of lacking content. That's why I didn't let Destiny get away with it, and that's why I'm not letting this game get away with it. It's stupid. It's like Call of Duty, for as much as that game is flawed in many sense, the one thing that it actually does well is maintain good content and allow its, you know, DLC and season passes to be reasonable. You know? And I also think, if I'm not mistaken, the COD season passes are also cheaper than Battlefront. Like, COD is only like a $40, I believe, $40 season pass, which granted it's not cheap, but it's better than what Battlefront's charging, because Battlefront's basically charging a second game for additional content. $50. Charge 10 more bucks, they're charging a second game. And that's just, in my mind, stupid. So yeah, guys, this is what's leading to Battlefront's slow decline and stuff. That's my opinion, guys. And, you know, thank you for watching. I'm sorry that today's video is a bit short. You know, I've been trying to work on multiple kinds of videos, and plus I've just not had much to talk about with Battlefront. Like, yeah, there's not really much to talk about. I guess I could just add some more time to the video. The future things I'm going to be doing with Battlefront. Like I said, I'm going to be doing guide videos. Like, it's kind of based off like Otaku's videos. If you haven't heard of this guy, you should definitely check him out. I'll try and post a link to his channel in the description below, because he kind of inspired me with a lot of that. But what he does and what I'm doing is basically I'm going to be making like weapon guides and then hero guides, like how not to suck with certain heroes and how not to suck at infantry, how not to suck with vehicles like the TIE Fighter, the AT-ST, and just how to be a lot better at the game, because Battlefront's really interesting in the way that it plays. And you know, the one thing about Battlefront, it does have a skill gap. You know, I'm aware people have said that this game is a bit too casual, which, okay, it is casual. I'm not gonna lie and say this game is competitive. It's not competitive at all. It's not even, I wouldn't even consider it like, you know, one of those things. Like in my view, even COD has a higher skill gap in this game, so, you know, which it's kind of saying something, because COD actually has a pretty low one. So it's like even Battlefront's lower. Like, I think the only game in the market right now, like the only big first-person shooter in the market that has a skill gap lower than Battlefront is Titanfall. I think that's the only one that's lower. And that's just because Titanfall, they have like AI roaming everywhere, while Battlefront doesn't. You know, but like that, the whole thing with Battlefront is, it's like another thing that does kind of minorly irritate me about Battlefront is how it's like, it's kept at 20v20. It's kind of like, why can't you just do the full 32v32 and have a grander scale? Like, if they were gonna keep it at 20v20, then they should have at least had the AI. In fact, I actually think that would have been for the better, because then it would have reduced the skill gap further, which, okay, while for hardcore gamers like me, that's kind of not the greatest thing. For those casuals that are fans of the movies and trying to immerse themselves, it's a lot easier to immerse yourself when you're doing well, you know. So I think they probably should have added the AI. I'm hoping that Battlefront will make a mode with some AI in the future. Come on, DICE, please. Make us feel like we're playing the originals. Please. Pretty please. But, yeah, like, that's all I could really think of right now. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, please like this video up, subscribe, and stay tuned to more content later in time. And, yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.